Hey guys, it's Carrie. I hope you had a great weekend. And here we are in week 7 moving forward. It's amazing. You guys are kicking butt out there, and I love the support that you're giving one another. That's the best thing about this program to me. You don't even need me here. It's funny, it's about running, but no one really asks me any running questions. So if you have any burning running questions, training, form, programs, let me know because I have answers for you. But you can see it's all about consistency. If you're consistent and you love it and you do it, you're going to feel better and you're going to get stronger. So that's awesome. This week, we're moving on from talking about food because I'm tired of talking about food because we all know what we should be eating. It's just a matter of actually making that happen or supplementing ourselves so that we're getting what we need because we need to treat ourselves more like athletes, you guys, who need food because we eat and we train, we don't diet and exercise. So this week we're talking stress. And stress is something that affects all of us. We're all busy, busy, busy. I had to move to Costa Rica, and maybe some other people in this group had to move to Costa Rica so that we could slow down, decrease our stress, and reconnect to ourselves, to our families, to our partners. Not everyone can move to Costa Rica to combat stress, but stress really affects every aspect of your life, your relationships, your body, your ability to lose weight, your ability to train strong, your hormones, your motivation, your sleep. Everything comes down to stress and busyness and being mindful of what takes your energy and what gives you energy and trying to get rid of whatever takes your energy and bring more of what gives you energy into your life. And I went to that TEDx conference a few weeks ago, and a really interesting speaker was talking about stress and worry and how awful stress is on us, and especially the chronic stress that doesn't go away, that we just worry about. But what she did say was that 95% of North Americans go to bed and wake up with stress. And 40% of what we worry about will never happen. 30% of what we worry about has already happened. Can't do anything about that. 12% of our worries are needless worries about our health. 10% are miscellaneous, random worries, and 8% of what we stress or worry about are legitimate. 8% is legitimate. The rest of it is nothing. It's something we can't control. It's out of control. It's something in the past. It's something that doesn't matter. But that worry and that stress is destroying our bodies, our physical and emotional well-being and health, and it's keeping us from being our best, and that stress is taking all of our energy. It doesn't help when we're running around and we're busy, busy, busy. And like I said, I moved to Costa Rica so that I could reconnect, I could slow down, and I learned so much in my transition to Costa Rica and my life in Costa Rica and my return back to Canada. And it really came down to learning about myself, reconnecting with myself, and what I loved and what took my energy, what I could control and what I couldn't control, and what I chose to prioritize into my life, because really it's all about what you prioritize. And the first step for you to figuring out this stress issue is and how it's affecting you. And sometimes I think we don't even realize what kind of stress we're in, what kind of stress our bodies are under until we can step away and look back at it. So you might not even realize the stress that you have in your body, but if you're struggling to lose weight and you're struggling to be motivated and you're struggling with your body, a lot of that comes down to stress. Pretty simple, but pretty complicated. So the first step to figuring out is what's going on with you is to quiet all the noise, all the distraction, and try to reconnect with yourself and what you really want out of your life. So again, it goes back to that, why are you here? What do you really want out of your life? What kind of a legacy do you want to leave behind for your kids? And what do you want to spend your time doing? Like, why is any of this important to you? What do you want? Like, what's the whole point of this? It's a pretty big question, but it's important to think about finding your purpose, finding your passion. And then I want you to identify what in life brings you down, what takes your energy, what do you have to do every day or every week that leaves you exhausted, and is it something that's in your control or is it out of your control? And I don't want you to take any drastic measure to eliminate it. I don't want you quitting your job tomorrow. I don't want you divorcing your husband tomorrow. I just I want you to be mindful of what's taking your energy. And then I want you to think about what gives you energy, what refills you, what refuels you, what makes your soul feel so happy, and what can you do that you lose time? What can you do where the time just flies by and you don't think about anything else and you come out of there just feeling refreshed? Like, what is that for you? What fills your soul? And again, I want you to just think about it. Just be mindful of what it is that fuels you, what gives you energy, what keeps you grounded in the chaos. And as you're thinking about these things, you guys, it's important to understand that some of these things are in our control, some of these things are out of our control. Worrying and stressing about the things that are out of our control can drive you mad. And I wish I had learned this years ago. But when I clued into this and I actually started living my life based on what I can control and what I couldn't, my life changed. You know, there's things, and then it comes down to how, I can't control my husband and I can't control my kids sometimes, but I can control my behavior to that. And that made all the difference for me, because I was living with more integrity, happy with the way I was behaving, because that's how I could control myself. That's what I could control in those situations. And when you take the time to look at what gives you energy and you start to take action on some of those small things, you're going to realize that it's really the small, simple things that you have the power to take control of. What time you go to bed, what time you wake up, if you fit your exercises in, if you read a book before bed or you play on your computer, if you take that extra little time to give your husband a long kiss before you leave in the morning. Like, those are the simple things in life that are gonna make your days so much happier. They're in your control and they're simple and they're daily habits that you can do. So think about that. And then I want you to own it. I want you to own your excuses and own the work that you're putting into your life, to this program, to whatever it is that you're focusing on that gives you energy, that takes your energy, that, own it. Own your habits. Own what's in your control. Be motivated. Be focused going forward. Take responsibility for your workouts, for your work, for your job, for whatever it is that gives you energy that you want to focus on. And in this program, I want you guys to focus and work hard and push yourselves. Everything's here for you in this program. Again, we talk about running, but this is really more than about running. It's really about life. I've got you the programs. You can do it. You can do the workouts. But I want you to own it. I want you to do it. I want you to be proud. I want you to celebrate. I want you to feel good, because this is stuff you can control, right? That's why you guys are kicking butt in this program. And I know you have challenges and I know you have obstacles, and we all do. We're all busy. We all have obstacles. We all have challenges. We all have our own stories. But I want you to think about what you can prioritize, what's within your control, and what small things can you work on this week, you guys, to be more mindful of that stress and realize the impact that it is having on you, your performance, your job, your life, your happiness, because that's really what it comes down to. All of this comes down to your happiness. And for me, I found that I can only do three things in life really well. And I have consciously chosen these things: my kids, my husband, my family, sometimes my husband, sometimes not, always my kids, my fitness. I always get my runs in 5 or 6 days a week. I have to. It is the only thing I do to take care of myself, and I need that. I've prioritized that. It happens every week. And my business. I love my business because it's my passion. I love it. It fuels me up. It lights me up. It gives me energy. I could do it all day. Those are the three things that I love doing that fill me up at the same time. And I want to learn Spanish. And I could say that I didn't have time for it, but that's not true. I didn't prioritize it. I didn't give it the time that it needed. I want to cook really well. I want to make those almond date power bars, but I'm not prioritizing it, not making the time to do it, not doing it. I can't blame the recipe or blame the store for not having the ingredients, or I can't blame the Spanish teacher for not being a good enough teacher. It's me. I'm owning it, and I'm owning my excuses onto why I'm not doing that thing, because I'm not prioritizing it, and that's okay with me. I don't feel guilty about that, because I can only do three things well, and this is going to shift over my life, but right now, these are my three priorities. And it comes from because I know what gives me energy. I've done this work. I've done life coaching courses, and I'm incorporating this into your program because I think it's important. But I've done it. I know what gives me energy. I know what takes my energy. I'm very aware of it, and everything outside of that, I'm just sort of existing. Paperwork, not good at. Yard work, I'm not good at. Laundry, cooking, I'm getting a bit better at, but cleaning, and I don't take a lot of time for friends. I don't take a lot of time for my extended family because I just can't do all of that right now. I can do a few things, I can do them well. And so this week, you guys, I want you to start by reflecting on last week. How did last week go? What are you going to do differently this week? I want you guys to keep pushing, keep prioritizing, keep ritualizing the small positive daily habits that we've been working on: the water, the breakfast, the meals, the planning, the prepping, the cooking, so that you are eating well. And then this week, I want you to start to think about your stress. I want you to think about one thing that takes your energy. And then I want you to think about one thing that gives you energy. And I'm not asking you to do anything about it. Like I said, I don't want to hear anyone got divorced. I don't want to hear anybody quit their job today. But I do want you to think about where your energy is going and how you refuel yourself, because that's what's going to bring you happiness. That's going to get you closer to your goal. That's what's going to free up that space that you're spending stressing on things that don't matter, spending your time doing things you're not passionate about. It's going to help you to work harder, perform better, and sleep better, and be happier, because really it's all about being happy. And I think that's why most of us are here, because running makes us happy. And I want you guys to think a bit beyond running today, because life is about more than running, and you can't run all day, right? Like, I wish I could, but I can't, and neither can you. So enjoy, share your answers, you guys. I want to talk about this stuff because what I learned when I went through my life coaching courses is that my problems were no different than anyone else's problems, and it really helped to sort that out for me in a group and talk it out, and I really hope that you guys can do the same. Thanks, have a great week.